Hey everyone, welcome back and Happy New Year. I hope so far this year has been okay for you. I hope so far you were able to rest, breathe a bit and make yourself ready for a new year, a new start. More recovery fights, more holding on, more sharing love, more sharing support and care. More love from us and new opportunities you might get. So today's video is a not planned, quite spontaneous video. I'm usually not the spontaneous type of person. Due to anxiety and other stuff, I just plan or I need to mentally prepare myself for quite anything. So it's unusual for me to do this, but I felt the need to and I had the wish to talk to you and share what I wanted to do. Yesterday and today we've been extremely dissociated. I know that I was fronting, but I couldn't tell the difference between if I was not fronting and if I was fronting, because there was just a whole lot of amnesia and confusion and dissociation. And if I dissociate in this video, well, there's nothing really I can do. It starts to get better a bit. I'm feeling way more grounded. But I wanted to share what dissociation feels like for me, since we get asked that a ton. I think we've made a video about that before. But today I wanted to share this with you. I was going to share this on our Instagram in just a comment in a post and a picture, but then I thought, why not show you the process of making this picture. I was inspired to make makeup or to do makeup with that is dissociation themed, and while doing that I thought I could share some of my dissociation stories, things I've done while I've been extremely dissociated, why I have been dissociated, how the amnesia can affect you, how confusion can affect you, how it can be when you dissociate and then come back, and all of these kind of things. So if you have any stories to share about dissociation, leave them in the comments. I would be more than happy to read these. I bet others of our system would also be very happy about reading your stories, because it really means a lot to us. Just having such a loving and supportive community here, it's very nice, and we are glad that you are a part of that, and we are glad that we are able to be a part of all of you. So we try to read every comment, we try to respond to every comment, but that really depends on how we are feeling. Since everything has been quite rough lately, we usually just heart comments, so we've read them and we've seen them, and we respond to comments if there's anything an alter might want to say, or if we feel okay and stuff. So we read them and we really like what y'all share with us. It's very nice. But anyways, I'm starting to get distracted. Okay, I'm not sure if there's something else I wanted to say, so let's get started with the actual makeup and storytelling. Okay. Yes, something I almost forgot is we have 2 new pizza slices on our wall. We have 2 new patrons and we wanted to say thank you. We want to welcome you, and these are our little pizzas that are right now on our wall. We are more than grateful for your extra support. And if you want to check out our Patreon, the link is in the description, and I think we should get started now, so let's go. How do we do dissociation-based makeup? I thought about doing a half and half makeup since it's something I really enjoy doing. So I probably make one part of my face very normal and do the other side quite smeared and stuff. So I can't promise anything. I can't promise anything though. So it's a try and go thing. I was looking in the camera for a mirror, even though I have one right in front of me. Thank you for whoever placed this mirror right in front of me. I have not noticed, which is amazing. Could also be me who had placed this mirror here and I just was dissociated and didn't realize, or forgot that I've done that. Because that can be a thing. Dissociation can very much be confusing. I'm also not completely sure. I forgot what I wanted to say. Okay, never mind. What I wanted to say is dissociation is not just something that affects systems or individuals with dissociative identity disorder. Okay. It is not just affecting people with dissociative identity disorder. It is also something that just comes with a lot of trauma-based disorders. Trauma disorders and dissociation. Dissociative identity disorder is one of them. Post-traumatic stress disorder can cause dissociation. In general, experiencing or having trauma can cause dissociation. Dissociation can be caused due to trauma. I keep looking towards you. And I keep not looking in the mirror. That will help me much more than looking at you beautiful people. Makeup. I wanted... Okay, I think I would start with the normal makeup side, because then it will be easier to figure out what will be different on the dissociation part. If you don't, or if you haven't experienced dissociation, the best way to describe it for myself, I can't speak for other people that suffer from dissociation. I can't speak for other systems. I can't speak for other authors in our system. I can just speak for myself. And I experience dissociation as feeling like you're still quite asleep. Feeling like you're stuck in a dream. Everything of your surroundings feel unreal. It just doesn't completely feel like it exists. Which is due to derealization. That's the word. Derealization. It's a part of dissociation, and it describes the feeling or the experience that your surroundings and the world you live in right now in this moment feels unreal, like you're not a part of it, and it just like everything around you just feels so far away. The voices you hear from other people talking, just everything going on feels very far away. It feels like you see everything kind of through a wall of fog, and you just can't see the fog. Everything feels like the world is just spinning and spinning and spinning like a carousel, and it doesn't stop. But even though you look at it and you move closer, it's not spinning at all. It kind of feels like you're in slow motion. But it's a very Words, I can't word today. Words are just a thing. And I've done both of my eyebrows, which I did not want to do. Well, which side will be the dissociation side? I probably do this one, because I'm not too well on this side with makeup. Okay. What was I talking about? Okay, stories. Now it's storytelling time. Dissociation has made me personally experience some things, yes. There are some things that, like, when you experience them, you aren't feeling well already, and then you do stuff and experience stuff due to dissociation that make you just be extremely frustrated. You feel annoyed, can bring you down quite a lot, can make you angry. There are different responses, depends on the alter or the person or the being that's fronting, or like being out, or just that's there. And I just want to let all of you know that you aren't alone with that. These things can happen to any system. These things can also happen to anyone. It depends on what's going on. It really does. So, one thing I can say I've experienced, which is wonderful. When I dissociate, I still kind of try to live our daily life, to, for example, try feeding ourselves, because it's essential. We should eat, and some, for example, making a drink can already be hard to do. I wanted once to make ourselves, or make myself, cacao? What's that in English? Chocolate milk? Like cold chocolate, like cold hot chocolate. Or hot chocolate just in cold. Is it cacao? Like in German it's cacao. I'm not sure what it's in English. My brain is malfunctioning. But anyways, I also wanted to make myself a glass of orange juice, because I like drinking juice. Juice is good for you. Juice tastes nice, and I just wanted to have this nice feeling of drinking juice. So I wanted to make myself some juice. I grabbed 2 glasses, or I grabbed a glass for the juice and a cup for the cold hot chocolate. And then I dissociated for a bit. I was looking at the wonderful nothingness that you kind of experience when you dissociate. Or I would say, oh my god, my hand is shaky today. Excuse my bad wing today. It's a bad wing. Bad wing. Bad wing. But dissociation. I was dissociating. Have I told that already? So I had a glass and I had a cup. Just telling stories right now is hard. So I had a glass, I had a cup. Take 4. I had a glass, I had a cup, and I dissociated a bit, and then I came back. I was still kind of in the mode of doing what I wanted to do. But my brain wasn't really thinking, I wasn't really thinking, I was still quite confused, I was still not really back in reality. So I just put that, what I had in my hand, into the glass, and I was just preparing everything, and I went back and I tried my wonderful drink, and it tastes it tasted quite interesting because instead of pouring milk into the cup with cocoa powder, I poured in the orange juice into the cocoa powder. I still had some lumps left from the chocolate that didn't fully resolve itself in the orange juice, and it wasn't my taste. It wasn't very yummy. It did upset me at the moment. I felt very down. I felt very angry at myself. But looking back, I wished I would be more patient. These things they just happen, and it's alright that they happen. They can really suck, but oh well, what can I do about it? Okay, I'm back. Focusing is so hard. It's already 20 minutes in, and I've done an eyelash. An eye. I should hurry. Don't want to bore you with such a long video. So again, let us know in the comments if you've made cooking experiences or drinking experiences. Another thing I've experienced while dissociating cooking-wise is that I started making myself noodles, and I've just stood there 45 minutes in front of the oven and waiting for the water to boil, waiting for my noodles to get ready. But I was just not really there. Everything was just not completely. And then sometimes my dad went looking for us after a while, and he came to the kitchen. He was in the living room, and he came to the kitchen and asked me if I wasn't ready. And I kind of got back to reality. I was a bit off, kind of, and he told me that if I wanted to cook, I should also turn on the oven. So I've just stood there 45 minutes in front of a oven that was off with no heat, and just looking at the pot of noodles, wondering why it's not boiling, why it's not cooking. And these are things that we do when we dissociate, or that I do when I dissociate. I usually don't do a lot when we are like this because I'm just not capable of doing a lot. But if I try doing something, then it kind of goes wrong, and this can be very heartbreaking and downbringing because you can already do so little that if these little things fail, they just make you feel like you can't do anything. But that's not true. If you are or feel or experience these moments, it's not your fault, and this is not who you are. This does not define you. These moments don't define you, and dissociation also goes away, just sticks for a bit and comes again for a bit whenever it wants, but it doesn't stay forever. Now going to the dissociation part, which will probably be way easier since it will be messy. I might just try and do some weird things. Right now it does not look weird at all, so yay. I want you to make up based on dissociation. Is there another story I can tell you? I mean, most of the things we do when we dissociate or after we dissociate are things that we've already, or that I've told now. Is there anything else I can tell you? Anything interesting I can tell you? Something that's also very annoying is when you dissociate it and you have to, we have to take medication and stuff. And of course we have memories in our phone of when to take medication and what to take, etc. But when you dissociate, it's so hard to keep up with that, because sometimes I just don't remember if I've already took the medication, or if I haven't took it already. It can be a bit hard, but it does work in the end, kind of. Like, of course, we could do like, say that we should mark it or check it if we've done these things. Okay, so this is now the kind of easier part, because the eyeliner is not supposed to be clean, it's supposed to be messy, because it's dissociation part. It's the dissociation part where everything is just a big mess of, I don't know. I also have to readjust this eyebrow. It's way too... How do I do that? Like, it just merged into the eye thing. Maybe I just keep it like that. I could do some like lines, like up, like that. And I might just do some marking of things, maybe. Like, I could do that. I could do that. Like, dissociation can be so many things. Dissociation can be... Everything can be very sharp, but at the same time be very messy. Dissociation can be so many weird things. Can be very gray and black and white. It can also be very colorful and such a mess of things. Just kind of feels like you're fading away into this weird dimension of... Exactly that dimension. The weird dimension of I don't know what the hell is going on dimension. But on this side it's a bit more messy. And I think I also put in some glitter stripes, because we are a mess, and who else doesn't like glitter in their life? It's like the little sparks of where you suddenly can focus again for a split second, and then you forget everything you wanted to say. Yes, that's okay now. I should also do our lips kind of different. They're not as easily lined. Should I do it like this? Okay, I actually remembered to put on the camera again. Yay me. Because the volume was over. I've actually sat here for 30 minutes doing whatever, not knowing what to do, not knowing what I'm actually doing, and I've still sat here for the time. Okay, what else can I do that is kind of dissociation-y? I could put on some mascara on the bottom. I could put on the eyelashes again, like under our eye. I have never drawn an eye on my face, and I will probably never do that again. This is not the best idea I've had, especially today since our hands are quite shaky and my brain is dead. Okay, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, make sure to share your stories. Follow us over on our Instagram, take a look at take a look at our Patreon or Ko-Fi if you want to support us a bit more. And we'll see you next time with probably a PizzaLove video. The one for December that we haven't done already. So see you guys. Love you.